Whoopi attacks me on a regular basis. She says stupid shit on a regular basis.
Bill Maher takes on Whoopi Goldberg in a heated live TV clash, exposing contradictions and leaving viewers stunned. The tension is undeniable. Don't miss this explosive showdown. The debate that shook live TV.
Flags. It reminded me of when people were saying Antifa is there, and doing that. So bad players show up and make stuff happen. But do you find that the view that we're being shown?
Bill Maher uses his career to confront political correctness by delivering analytical commentary about controversial subjects while using humor in his approach. Audience members understand that he challenges official narratives as an established habit because they demand genuine, unadulterated truth from him. Throughout her time on The View, Whoopi Goldberg defends progressive causes as she has always supported these ideals. The pair demonstrated their weight in the media, but their collision produced an explosive confrontation.
Is a word used by the Black community to note that we must be aware of social injustices.
But words
and
migrate.
So why is that a bad thing?
It's not a bad thing, and originally that was absolutely a great thing. Alert to injustice. Who's not for that?
This intense discussion between Maher and Whoopi went beyond verbal disagreements. On one side, Whoopi struggled to maintain her position. On the other, Maher was busy dismantling her points, which proved this was beyond typical TV banter. The dispute demonstrated the increasing split in public discussions because people tend to engage in ideological shouting rather than genuine dialogue. The moment Maher decided to address Whoopi's position, he launched a swift attack, which triggered an enormous reaction. During the exchange, Whoopi demonstrated an uncharacteristic defensive behavior. The audience witnessed an authentic, unscripted debate because the co-hosts remained motionless as the discussion progressed in a period when television hosts adhered to pre-written statements. Setting the stage.
A lot of Democrats in this one-party state this week went right to, don't blame politicians, you can't do anything about the wind. Which is exactly half true.
Before we dive into specifics, we need to establish some groundwork. Throughout the years, Bill Maher has built a career cutting through the political BS with sharp wit and humor. HBO airs a therapeutic weekly program for people who want to escape conventional perspectives. And Whoopi? She's a long-time fixture on The View, where she passionately defends her beliefs. So what happened this time? Which statement from Whoopi caused Maher to lose his temper? The way Maher struck back caused woke supporters to find ways to minimize the damage desperately. To many, this was the epitome of TV in recent years, the spark that ignited the fire.
Well, if he's right, then why didn't people vote for the former prosecutor who actually had policy plans to help the working class?
Whoopi initiated the feud by delivering a typical Whoopi-style punch against Maher. She criticized his lack of understanding of regular Americans' difficulties. Everyone understood that Maher would not pass the chance to hit back. He chose his signature response method, which produced a piercing response that made her co-hosts audibly gasp. With his signature calmness, Bill Maher exposed Whoopi's inconsistent statements and illogical arguments on the show. The conversation suddenly turned when Whoopi continued her argument by positioning it as an ethical superiority issue. Maher refused to accept the situation. Whoopi's Hollywood perspective offered nothing similar to the experiences of regular Americans, so Maher explained this distinction to her with composure. He'd pinned Whoopi where he wanted, and the situation began to fall apart from that point onward. Maher's response:
We should give communism another try, and maybe we should get rid of capitalism and the border patrol, and let's tear down statues of Lincoln and get rid of the police. Just, no. It's not that I've gotten old, it's that your ideas are stupid.
Maher tore apart Whoopi's argument piece by piece. He emphasized that her and her wealthier Hollywood associates lecture about understanding general American hardships while staying in luxurious mansions that cut them off from reality. The list of actual American concerns that Maher began discussing made Whoopi visibly uneasy. But he wasn't done. The next step in his argument exposed the double standards of the woke community. He reminded Whoopi that those who currently claim to defend the oppressed community become the first group to silence opposing viewpoints. Maher supported his argument by referring to recent cases of self-declared progressives attempting to silence those who disagreed with their political position. He stressed that genuine discourse promotes disagreement instead of punishing it, while challenging the prevailing culture of outrage that dominates current political and social dialogue. At this point, Maher was not holding back, and neither should you. Smash the like button and subscribe for more fiery debates. You won't want to miss what's coming next. Whoopi's attempt at a comeback. Whoopi would then attempt to redirect the discussion toward discussions about historical problems alongside broader structural elements. Bill Maher has faced all these arguments numerous times in the past. He has taken on individuals wiser than Whoopi, so he refused to grant her an easy escape. Maher shot back, saying it's important to acknowledge history, but just focusing on the past won't fix today's issues. Real progress stems from meaningful actions, rather than symbolic virtue signaling. Whoopi's argument faced complete collapse at that moment. At her last attempt to save what was left of her reputation, Whoopi suggested that talking about such issues fosters division instead of unity. Maher dismissed this idea by arguing that constructive action emerges from open discussions involving diverse perspectives, rather than silencing opposing positions. The precise way Maher explained his position made Whoopi visibly uncomfortable, as the discussion immediately shifted toward another topic, earning Maher the victory according to most viewers. The media reaction. The media used this situation as a prime opportunity for their coverage. Several outlets supported Whoopi Goldberg by presenting Bill Maher as the antagonist figure. Others praised him because he was bold enough to speak honestly to those in power positions. Despite media attempts to twist the narrative, Maher succeeded in revealing the weak points of woke ideology. Social media exploded with reactions. Clips of this political exchange spread widely across social media platforms as people from both the left and right sides of the political spectrum formed their opinions about the encounter. People either commended Maher for his strong stance or blamed him for showing a lack of empathy. Public awareness about the truth increased, despite everything that happened at the end of the day. Some journalists evaluated the effectiveness of heated debates by assessing their ability to create productive dialogue or intensify division between people. The situation raised doubts about how political discussions in mainstream media have transformed into mindless entertainment instead of meaningful information exchanges. The audience reaction. But what about the audience? What kind of reaction did average viewers express after this heated argument? The audience was divided into two equal groups regarding the issue. Audience members who watched The View believed Whoopi received unjust criticism because she stood up for her point of view. Many people who watched Maher viewed the situation in a way that differed from most viewers of The View. A lot of people gave Maher props for speaking some uncomfortable truths. His supporters believed people wanted to end celebrity lectures, which divorced themselves from real-life problems and remained isolated in their privileged environments. His fans believe Maher delivered the required truth through his strong counter-arguments. While Whoopi received support on social media from her defenders, they argued Maher exceeded his bounds and demonstrated an insufficient understanding of systemic challenges. The post-show discussion about this confrontation continued despite the cameras being off because it mirrored the deep cultural split in society. The bigger picture. Things become genuinely fascinating at this point. This whole thing goes way beyond just Bill and Whoopi. The televised discussion reflected the national dialogue that currently exists in America. This conflict exists between protective free speech rights, the growing trend of cancel culture, and the difference between factual knowledge and performative activism. According to Maher, the issue goes beyond Whoopi Goldberg because the culture enables people to silence opposing viewpoints instead of discussing them. According to Maher, real advancement occurs through sincere dialogues, rather than silencing those who maintain different perspectives. Beyond Maher and Whoopi, this incident initiated a broader conversation about how public figures should handle their political influence. Should public figures, such as talk show hosts and celebrities, face responsibility when they control public opinion? The public needs a way to recognize true advocacy from mere self-serving publicity. A clash of wit and ideals. Bill Maher persistently challenges American cultural norms while exposing fake behavior and confronting established public opinions. His preference for unscripted dialogue distinguishes him from other speakers during this time of carefully curated messaging. Whoopi Goldberg's dialogue with Bill Maher could be a moment of introspection because it demonstrates why preparation matters during crucial debate situations. Unpreparedness in front of a perceptive opponent creates enduring negative impacts. The intense argument revealed the ongoing struggle between different ideas. The possibility of future debates between these two opposing parties continues to increase as tensions grow. Stay tuned, stay critical, and most importantly, keep questioning everything. The clash between Bill Maher and Whoopi Goldberg is just the beginning. Like, share, and subscribe for more updates.